How you doing? Check.
Look at you. Look Christ. Anyways, yes. Fuck, I don't know. Completely forgot what I was saying, but yeah. I was talking about. Oh, another thing with. Yeah, I noticed a lot of people were like very much demonizing the bear. I finally figured out the character's name, by the way. I'm not gonna lie, it's a whole nother day. Like, I fell asleep. I was falling asleep. I thought that this game was boring. I go yawning again. It's like something about this, like about the spaces, just fucking soothes me, bro. But what I was saying is that with Bear, right? And I'm still trying to not to go into too much spoilers. He's like fucking like 18, 18 to like 20. None of the characters, in fact, are like fully grown adults. Just picture this in your mind, all right? They literally just got out of high school. They didn't even get their lives really started yet because a lot of their lives is literally just leaving high school. Like, yeah, they go into bars and drinking and shit or whatever, but like if you're let me just say this, if you're in like small town like a small town or like suburban areas where it's like you're in a town, you can get around the getting served drinks and shit like that or whatever. At certain places or whatever. But New York City is like, mm, yeah, you got to be 21. You got to be 21 and over. I do know for certain areas it's a different drinking age or whatever, but let's just keep that in mind, right? Whether one of them is 21 or the other one is you get drinks for them or whatever, it doesn't matter. Point is, the characters are like children. They're like kids almost. They're at their last years of being kids, and that's what they went through. That is the importance of the story, for me, at least, because it's kind of just like this unfairness. Like, and honestly, the Willow is shit. It's honestly, it's like it's a double-edged sword. Like, it could have went either way. Like, it could have been very good depending on how he worded it, and it could have been very bad depending on how he worded it, and ended up being shitty. This is how you know this movie is good. If I'm over here making hour long, I don't know. I don't know if I want to make an hour long review about it, but I could go on and on about it to be honest with you, because there's so many different ways that this movie and this concept could be like insanely like, and I mean like insanely just like tragic story. And a lot of times I always forget that that's part of horror too. Like, what makes a horror movie, like part of what makes a horror movie is usually tragedies. Like, that's why most good horror movies don't have good endings. They don't have the ending of like where they beat the monster in the end and everybody survives. Like, those are usually the corny movies that no one really likes and they laugh at. That's usually horror being laughed at and toyed with whenever it's that scenario. So, this is like a true like horror movie, horror story. Something that'll stick with you that you won't forget, that like teaches you a lesson of like life, kind of. It's really fucking cool. I like it. I like the idea of it. And it's just crazy how like it's crazy how it's like certain people can make up their own interpretations of it, but a lot of times with people's reviews, I don't see much of a. I'm gonna go in the girls' bathroom first. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Move, move, smiling face man. But what I've seen for like a lot of the reviews is mostly just people just repeating the same shit over and over. Like, yeah, Bear is kind of already painted as this. I don't want to say malicious, but like a lot of his scenes in the movie, or a lot of his scenes in like the trailer, has a dark tone to it. It has like a not so brightish hero like tone to it. Like it's obvious, it's evident that oh god, the fucking notification scared the fuck out of me. Are you employed? Someone seems someone still seems to work here. Great co-packer. Damn it. Damn it. What was I just saying? The fucking notification of finding this area fucking it scared the shit. It scared me. It scared me a bit. But like, yeah, they're repeating a little bit of the same shit. Like we know he's the villain in this, technically. She's not. And I honestly I felt like very bad for like watching her like just being twisted and turned and morphed into something she's not. And that's another thing. Like I want to know that how much of the magic really holds her. Like is it twisting some feelings that she's feeling at all? Like or is it just straight up like making her into something she's not? Because for me, what really makes a story is like the ambiguousness of the whole idea of the willow wish being useless, like unnecessary. Shit, matter of fact, if Bear would have chosen to just use the wish on himself to improve his confidence or his strength to talk to her, would it have been a different story? Would it have been, let's say, he turned into something that makes her into something she's not, and that's the story. Or I don't know. I don't know. It's really cool just think about. And there are certain like things hidden throughout the story that kind of like, well, if you follow this and what this person says or whatever, technically this is not. It's like she's like this and she's like that. Like it's just very interesting because a lot of the people that's a lot of the characters that's in the movie, most of the characters that's in the movie is in it for themselves. Like everyone has their own history with said character Nikki. So like there's this weird like he said she said shit according to different people. And if that's the case, you couldn't really trust a word of let's say you don't trust a word of what anyone says about Nikki. You would have no idea what she's actually like at all. Shit, even if you say like her recoil was just because of the magic, really. Like you could say that there were recoils of her leaning into something she probably wants to do too fast and that being released like that or released in like that manner or expressed in that manner that quickly would be like hell to her. I don't know. I just feel like there's a reason as to why they didn't make it as clear as what's going on or like how Nikki's reality is. Are we about to watch the movie again so I can get a better interpretation of it? Because we're in another level right now. There's like 3,000, like 300 theater levels in the back rooms. And I don't think any of them are too good, really. I'll never like being in the front. Like it would be nice if I could just go through like and just sit down and watch a movie here. Why? Because I found it. Like this game could be. What the fuck? This game could be so much better than it is. I mean, it's still good. I'm still able to make videos like this. Like, I'm able to make videos like this now and like just talk and just walk, whatever. But still, I would have preferred it to like me have like be a little bit more interactive with my surroundings. It's there for a reason. Like you animated this, I should be able to walk through this. You know. But yeah, man, it's a fun ass movie. I kind of do want to see it again, but Backrooms has to come next. Has to. And yes, I know Backrooms technically has 3 to 4 more weeks left of being on theaters. I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to see the Backrooms. I was like, what the fuck is that sound? Yeah, don't run. Don't run. You don't need to run. We're good here. But it's interesting, man. I know I keep saying that, but I'm honestly obsessed with the story. And like I've always kind of like have a little like little niche for like us obsession horror stories. Like I probably already mentioned this in this very same video, but there was a certain story like this in Tales from the Crypt, and it was a lot more supernatural oriented. What is that fucking sound? Like, what do I do when I hear a door open or somewhat creak again? Is that significant at all? And like the slightest, is it like in the slightest significant? I don't know. But yeah, man, Obsession is a good ass movie, and it's like the hype for once definitely made the movie better for me because I knew what the movie was gonna be about. I knew definitely how it could end. It could end with them both being dead, or it could end with him killing her, her killing him getting possessed by her. Like, and it kind of all three happened. So I wasn't so much worried about the outcome. Like, I didn't so much care about that. I wanted to know what makes this movie so good. It's just a girl magically obsessed, um, like made to magically love somebody else that she probably isn't in love with. Shit, like isn't that why you need the magic in the first place? I don't know, like, but no, they did something different with this one. They made it worthwhile watching a story that was told like I want to say 100 times, but like it's been told a numerous amount of times. It's not an old concept at all, and honestly, I want to say it's kind of a fear for a certain demographic of people, but like because it is a very common fear for certain guys. Yes, it is. Being obsessed with having the wrong girl obsess over you, especially when you got a lot going on for your life or whatever. For most normal people, for average people, like the joke is, all right, that's like who cares? Like that's like, but no one really thinks about the concept of someone being obsessed with you, like waking up every day just to see you or breathe the air that you breathe. Like all of that sounds very romantic. That sounds very nice. Like, what? I would love someone that does that for me. But it's like, to a huge extent, you wouldn't, because your freedom will be gone. Like, you would just be a spectacle, an animal to like to observe. To I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like, you would lose your humanity. You wouldn't be a human to them anymore. You'd be a spectacle. You'd be God. If you were a God, you're not human. If you're and God has a lot of responsibilities for humans, like from him, like for humans, right? That's the way we go. He is seen as, or it is seen as, someone that is highly responsible for all life on this planet, on other planets. You don't want that kind of responsibility and attention on you, especially if you know you don't possess any of the abilities at to to please the people that that are worshiping you, that's obsessed with you, all this other shit. That's just one example. Because again, I'm not spoiling no nothing or whatever, but the shit that she does in the movie is like I'm to this day I'm still trying to fathom why she did it. But like I said, it's more about, wait, another mall? Good, it never ends. That's what I like to hear. But I want to go inside these stores, bro. I want to get inside these stores. There's someone down there. There's something down there. What the hell? Is that a cutout? Yo, that is a fucking entity, my guy. That's the cutout of an entity that's in the back rooms. But yeah, damn. I don't feel like this is kind of review. It felt like I'm just talking about the movie. But I don't really want it to be a review too much. I want to put my 2 cents in it and kind of like, all right, this music gotta go. Ooh, a full court. Get some food. We could talk about more down there. Yeah, but it's a lot to think about. It's actually a lot to think about, and I'm glad it is. Because with some people, it's like, oh, he's a weirdo. It's fucked up what happened to her. All right, well, that's it. Like, no. There's a lot more aspects of this going on because the story has so many different details that kind of tells you about the characters in a way, to the point where it's like there's more to like there's more to like than what meets the eye, because let's say if the dude had the confidence, or Bear had the confidence, if he wished for the confidence to talk to Nikki and confess his love for her, whatever, right? Something told me, even if she was to reciprocate his feelings, he still wouldn't have like fine, man. He still wouldn't have like been a good match for her because and I'm trying not to knock on his character or nothing like that or him as a person. I want to like look above that and look at his circumstances of why he is the way that he is because it's more than him just being like a creep or a weirdo or just someone who's manipulative. It's a little bit more deeper than that. A lot of people are not really gonna understand this because I don't know. I've been around a lot of different people in high school. I've been one of those people, so like I could understand like from like an adolescent that's like struggling with like interacting with people or getting out or confessing my like my emotions or whatever. Back in that time, it was like very difficult. I was very unconfrontational. So I see a little bit of myself in Bear in that regards, but at the same time, what he did was fucked up. Like no doubt about it. And as soon as I would have like as me as a person, as soon as I would have seen that Nikki was struggling or someone that like Nikki was struggling or whatever, I would have tried my best to make sure that like of course that she's at ease or she's well or you know. But what I was saying, what my point is that he was taking prescription pills, like prescription drugs. His house was always in disarray and like kind of messy. Like he himself wasn't very well put together. Whether it's because he's always thinking about Nikki or whatever, or he's thinking about his relationship with her, how his relationship with her is going to be. It's still kind of important to mention or keep in fact that this is a young dude. This is a dude that's not a grown ass man yet. Hasn't he's not even in college. He just got out of high school. They all just got out of high school. And he's on medication. Then not only that, because of his medication, he just lost his pet. All this other stuff. It's like how he lost his pet, what the medication that he's taking, all these things is like you got to take into accountability that he's just not well. He's not good with taking care of himself either. So someone who's not good with taking care of themselves, I can't really say, oh, he's just a manipulative asshole. No, he's socially inept and not negligent, or hopefully that's the right word. And he's slow to catch on. He's also slow to react. All these things put into one person, and they get a pretty not well put together individual. What I'm trying to say is the story flows very well together in my eyes and like my point of view of like of what they were trying to say. Yo, I need this music to just disappear, to vanish. It doesn't even fit this. Like, what the fuck? Why is this playing like this is some straight Silent Hill shit, but I don't see no fog, no monsters, nothing. The music that they should be playing is like more like liminal, like way slower pace. I need this to end right now. I need this to end right now. I need this to end right now. Where can I go to make this music distant? Like I was saying, it's like when you put all those things into account of like how people react when they hear certain things or when they hear certain things about other people, whatever, and they try to like interpret that or whatever. I don't know. Damn. I like how much in deep thought this movie is making me be because it's just like I don't even like I'm not the person to go to for like romantic problems and romantic themes and stuff like that, whatever. It's the one thing Red Trickster is not the best with, or the Angel of the Darkness. We both don't exactly process emotions or romance in a traditional human sense. Both find it intriguing for sure, but yeah, that's just how it is. Fuck the Angel Doctor. Don't listen to him, no. He's not for humanity. Anyways, when you put all that into account, and I'm gonna say this with having it in mind that Nikki is just even more of a victim than Bear is, because Bear is for sure the villain, but due to his equal suffering as much as I'm not saying he suffered more than Nikki has, definitely not, but he has suffered as well in the movie and in the story and shit. I might even go into spoiler warnings at like the very end of the video because I'm about to end the video soon because I gotta remember other half is 30 minutes, so 25 minutes or so, and I want to make sure it's just like maybe a good 50 minutes of me of my 2 cents of this grand film. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I hear a door opening and closing, whatever. But when you put into account that they have both suffered, right? He suffered because of her, she's suffering because of his wish. And you put into account that all of this is his fault, but this is only the result of him and his mental disability. And like, I'm not gonna say he's mentally disabled. Nah, fuck that. But his unwellness, his negligence, all the things that is ailing him as a like human, as an individual, as the individual that is Bear. You know, that is exactly what helped cause this issue. Because just like when he first made the wish, it wasn't just out of like he made it out of anger. He angrily made the wish, right? He angrily made the wish, as you see in the trailer. And he when he's making the wish, he's not angry at her. He's angry at himself. He's angry that he needs the wish to come through, right? He needs the wish to come through, and it does. But this shows that he's not just a villain to Nikki. He's a villain to himself. He's a villain to the entire move, like to the entire plot of the movie. He is the villain. He is the reason, the insecurity of him that we all knew that was there because it wouldn't be a movie if it wasn't. And the trailer. it highlights his insecurity and how insecurity can lead to shit like this. Because I'm going to say another thing too, but like the reason why he really needed, and it's like I'm sure a lot of people understand the reason as to why he needed the wish to come true, come through, not just because of getting Nikki to like be in bed with him and love him and shit like that, but for him to be able to do that and keep his friend, like, because be honest, if he did propose, like not propose, but if he did face his feelings and tell her exactly how he felt in the beginning of the movie and she rejected him and then he needed to use the wish, if he didn't need to use the wish after she rejected him, right, if he didn't use the wish after she rejected him, their friendship is also over as well. So not only did he lose a potential girlfriend, he lost a friend as well. That's what a lot of people are not understanding when they're analyzing Bear. They're not understanding that Bear felt like he was running out of time. That's another aspect. Every time I keep thinking back on a movie, it just keeps getting deeper and deeper of a crazy situation because he felt like he had all the time in the world, figures out he doesn't have that much time. Yeah. A lot of people also pointed out of the fact of like him choosing himself a lot and putting himself first. Now I'm gonna say this again too. Like as a young male individual, you don't really think so much about being thoughtful. You think so much about the thought that counts, right? Sometimes you have a really thoughtful thought, a thoughtful idea, but you don't follow through with it because you think it's too thoughtful. You think, oh, that's too much. It's too on the nose. I've that has happened to me plenty of times. It's not so much a thing of oh, I got something for me. He didn't even seem like he gave a fuck too much about the Willow shit or whatever in the trailer at least. I don't know, man. It's a little bit of a spoiler. It's not too heavily on spoiler. Not the fuck. These movie tickets is 120. Hold on, I can't see what that says. It's blurry. It's 275. What kind of discount is it that all this shit that I'm being charged for, and it comes to 120? I need that. I'm on that. I want to be on that right now. That I need that. There's no objective in this level, by the way. It's just literally me exploring. The other ones, there's a somewhat of an objective, and I kind of want to get back to those. But yeah, what I was saying was, when you put all these things into account of him running out of time and being very, very young, or not very, very young, but reasonably young, not a grown adult yet, not a fully grown adult. He doesn't take care of himself, and a lot of times he's his own worst enemy. He wasn't ready for a relationship at all. He wasn't really ready for much interaction. Period. Is what the story is about. It's like it's underestimating how much you need to like take care of yourself or how much you should be taken care of before you interact with people in your day-to-day life. That's kind of what the story is about to me. because this negligence is this could cause a whole lot of chaos and turmoil. I know chaos. I'm the god of chaos. I'm the god of direct chaos. I am the red trickster. I know these things. I pulled the destruction card 3 times and 3 more times. I am he, it, the red being. But anyways, enough introductions, silly moments. This is a pretty dope ass movie. It's kind of inspiring me a little bit more to like. It's inspiring me for sure. It's very inspiring, and it's funny too because it's been a minute since I've consumed like this much romance type media. Like I don't really go for romantic media at all. Like I don't. I stay clear away from that shit. Sometimes I just find it cringy and it's just annoying. It's just cliche at times. Like I want to hear about a love story that's like just like off the wall, and it's just so rewarding for like the right reasons, you know. I wanted to be doused in logic with unhinged abnormality, you know. You can guess what that even fucking means. This is coming from someone who enjoys Evil Dead 2. That's one of my favorite movies. Me liking Obsession, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of checks out. But Obsession is far from Evil Dead terms. Like, it's no creature feature, it's no onslaught of demons or monsters attacking you. It's more of like, it's more of like a blueprint of what not to do, of why not to carry on or like carry yourself in such ways to the point where you literally drive your group of friends into, you know, ferocious volcano or tornado, you know, because that's kind of what happened. This is a loop. I feel like I'm getting tired. The more tired I get, the more dumber I talk. But hopefully, I made some sense throughout this video, and you guys understand a little bit more better of like my interpretation of a very good like idea or deeper story and hidden deep within movie obsession. You know, because it's more than just him being a piece of shit. Him just being a piece of shit makes this movie an 8 out of 10 for me. It's not. It's not an 8 out of 10 at all. No, no, no. This movie is a 10 out of 10. I rated it a 10 out of 10. I'm not gonna lie. And reason why I rated it an 8 out of 10 because I looked at the movie as a whole, not just about what was happening between the two characters, Nikki and Bear, but Nikki, Bear, and their friends. And it's just mind blowing how like in reality, like there are some friend groups that are like this. To be honest with you, like I feel worse for Nikki, not because of the so much of the curse, but no one really had her back. Not really. They didn't. Because guess what? No, that's gonna go into spoiler territory. I'm gonna at least respect that because I know not everyone's able to just go out and see movies back to back like I've been doing. But but yeah, man, it's funny and it's very interesting as to like how things can come about like that. I didn't even really care about the monster. I don't even care if there was a monster. I consider Willow Nikki kind of like a corrupted version of Nikki, if you will. For me, the story has to be ambiguous on whether or not she actually like Bear, because if it is, if it, I mean, not, it, I still think it's a 10 out of 10 regardless. Like for what I've seen and me watching the movie and enjoying it and being hooked, and like at the edge of my seat as to what this crazy bitch could possibly do next, it was just, yeah, definitely good, definitely nice. It's just, it sells it for me if it's ambiguous, if the wish was needed or not. Because if the wish was needed for Bear, if it was a necessity for him, then I for sure would definitely have appreciated the movie out tenfold. And I still kind of feel a little bit that it's ambiguous. I don't want it to be that she likes him. I don't want it to be that she doesn't like him. I want it to be it's ambiguous. We have no idea. She probably did, she probably didn't. Whether the director comes out and says, "Oh no, she totally did not like him at all. He definitely did that wish." It is what it is. But if I was to film it, have a shot in filming and directing it, I wouldn't have changed much besides that. Because if he needed it, it speaks volumes on, okay, there was a risk and it could have been worth it. Now, if he didn't need it, there was a risk and it wasn't fucking worth it. It probably still wasn't fucking worth it because he could easily grown up and gotten over her. But, you know, how most people do. A lot of people have crushes in, like back in the day, back in around high school or their high school or even looking middle school. And they think they'll never be able to get over her. Oh my God, my life is done. My life is ruined. I'll never find anybody. One girl that I was super fascinated with in fucking sixth grade will never find me attractive, will never like me the way she do. So like for a few guys I know, like no, no, you just wait 2 to 3 years, you'll find someone else to chase that might reciprocate. But yeah, that was good. That was a good movie. Hey guys, it's been Rich Trickster playing Dreamcore. I have no idea where the fuck I'm going, but I am getting tired. I'm at the end this here. but it's been with Trickster playing, you know, the games that we play, all while ending.